Hello, fellow World of Warcraft enthusiasts. I am a Night Elf Druid. I am in Ashenvale, and this is World of Warcraft Classic. It's the year 2021, and we're going to head over here and collect some Stardust. That sounds like a good time. As always, I treat these casual Let's Plays as almost like a gaming vlog, where I just ramble on about random stuff and not always necessarily pertaining to the game at hand. Though World of Warcraft, it's a little bit hard not to talk about World of Warcraft. As I've joked about before when I'm playing American Truck Simulator, there's not always a lot of stuff to talk about in that game. I tell you, I don't know what keeps bringing me back, but it is absolutely hectic since I've started playing Classic. The amount of people I run into, it brings back so many memories. It really, really does. The amount of people I've been questing with, the couple of PvP encounters that I've had, there's just always someone nearby. It's 3 o'clock in the morning server time. Oh, there we go. Got a shiny bush. Stardust covered bush. I personally don't like bush, but I gotta get 5 of them. So, let us go and collect a shiny bush. But of course I'm shapeshifted. The music is so creepy. Let's kick the crap out of a few of these. Can't wait to get a new weapon. I mean, the one I have is a little bit of an upgrade, but see how much damage I'm taking? Mamma mia. Two out of 5. I used to be that guy that used to try and sneak if I was playing a rogue or a druid. I would always try to avoid the enemies, but you know, over time, even though that'll speed up your questing, you'll also be a lower level. I like to generally be a little bit ahead of the curve, not behind it. There's no point in rushing through the quests. If you're 2-3 levels behind, that's not going to do you any good. Oh, wow. It's here. We are going to be making our way to Stonetalon Mountains. That is insane. Wow. Oh. Okay, so maybe it's not as insane as I thought, because I'm on like 3.5 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep. I'm going to be going for a nap soon. Look at that. Here I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a long trip. I got to go really far. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm like right there. Well, okay then. Yeah, I feel bad sometimes people message me, but I have to ignore them. Because if I don't, I get distracted and it slows me down. And I can lose my train of thought, and that can drive me nuts sometimes. This place is eerie. I love it. Oh, would you piss off. The Ashenvale bear is going to be turned into my own personal steak. I mean, I haven't quite had breakfast yet, so dispose of the evidence, as always. Yeah, so Stonetalon Mountains, that's another zone where there can be a lot of PvP. I got a lot of history in that zone. There's a little cave there. That's right, I forgot about that. How could I forget? Well, not forget. I momentarily forgot. Oh, this brings back memories. I know I keep going on about that, but I truly feel like I'm back in time. Except for the fact that I weigh 130 pounds less. That part doesn't feel the same in a good way. Another contested territory. You know, overall, after playing this game all these years since the dawn of time, before Jesus was even born. That's how long this game's been around for. Sometimes I wonder if I do prefer the Horde more than the Alliance. Not by a lot, though. From a role-playing perspective, I've always had better experiences with Alliance. In terms of whiny, bratty people and camping, let's be real, it's been 50-50. I've never found one side more mature than the other, despite some claiming that Alliance are played by kiddies and Horde are more mature people. I've never encountered that. I've been playing both sides. I'm by WoW. For nearly 2 decades, you know? Makes no difference. However, map layout, just, you know what I mean? There's just something about it. That narrows it down, eh? There's just something about it. I don't know. I think I might like Horde more, but I still very much love, like, my Night Elf Druid. There's no doubt about that. When you play retail, the current version of World of Warcraft, apart from your race cat form, all the cat forms that you can unlock in bear forms, they're all the same. It doesn't matter what race you're playing. However, in this game, there was only 2. There was the Night Elf Druid, purple cat, and then the brown cat with the horns when you were Horde. And no offense, didn't really like that one too much. Just saying. Wasn't my favorite. I'm gonna have to go back and get my herbs up. But yeah, sometimes I wonder, not if I should have played a Tauren Druid. I don't know, it's just something about the whole thing. Even the questing, the beginner zones, which can be a big part. I like the trolls a lot too. I just like the damn game. Truth be told. That's just really what it is. But I don't want to get into that now. In retail, I've been doing so good only playing my troll Zandalari. Zandalari Troll Druid. Getting dyslexic there for a minute. And I've been sticking to it with no regrets. Do I kind of miss some of my other, you know, characters? Sure. Oh, I think you have to kill him at some point. remember this quest. Just this area. Never fails any square inch of this map. And I've got a story for you. I remember back in 2005, 2006, I had an undead warrior that I was trying out, and I was in decent twink gear. Nah, I wasn't really twink. I wouldn't have been considered twink, just really well geared. And I was whooping ass, is what was going on. That's probably the remains of one of those people that fell to my blade. And I just had a blast. But yeah, when it comes to Alliance, I adore Night Elves. I'm not too keen on their animations, unfortunately. Some of them I am. Oh, there we go. An undead rogue called the Straphead. I could kick the crap out of her, but I won't. In that unlikely event that I get my ass beat. What I should do is help her out. Then that shows that I'm neutral. I like doing that a lot, actually. I could totally... See? She's stealthed. Just gonna go for that guy there. At least I think so. Where'd she go? Took you long enough. What I like to do is this. I like to wave at people. And then just go like this. But they always think that I'm gonna attack them. See? 'Cause, like, she's almost dead. But I can't see what she's saying or understand. It's probably one of those people... What the hell? I just noticed... Well, not that it matters, but... I like doing that stuff because it really messes with people. And now she's going to be wondering if I'm going to stealth, go back, and kick her ass. But she's in a guild called the Gay Men. The reason why I went, what the hell... I have to go there now, because I brought it up and I just noticed it, is most people that do things like that, they're actually trolling, in my experience. They don't usually have good intentions. But like I said, that kind of stuff can happen on either side. As we were talking about maturity.
What's up?
Leave the building. Yeah, so she was talking to me and probably didn't realize that, like, it doesn't work. Can't understand because of the language thing. Turn in. Right. Oh, gosh. This brings back so many memories. Being in this zone. Good thing they're only level 14. I'm really curious if I'm going to make it to the Burning Crusade. If I'll keep up with this game. Or if, quite frankly, I just give up completely. Only time will tell. But I'm pretty sure the druid is what I'll stick with. I like that resto, you're not a tree in Classic. But in the Burning Crusade, I think you had to use tree form if you were resto. So I might keep a guy in Classic. Because you can copy your character, right, when the Burning Crusade comes out. And what I was thinking of doing at that point was having a resto druid on Classic, because everybody loves and wants a healer.
Hello.
And I don't have to worry about the tree form. I don't know, I just thought it might be a cool idea to help some people out that are going through the game. Questing can be a real biatch in this game. There it is. Collect Super Reaper 6000 blueprints from the Venture Cooperators. And I've got to kill 20 of them in total. See? That person there could be like, whoa, what was that? But I find when you don't stealth, you just show yourself, I don't know. It doesn't always work. I could still end up getting my ass kicked, especially if I'm marked. I can't stealth. But it kind of shows something about you, because if you're stealthing around, you know, they're gonna assume that they could be at risk. Kind of like what I did with that rogue. I could almost promise you, had I snuck up on that rogue or I was just doing my own thing, there would have been a higher chance of me getting attacked. She was already at a low health. So it's kind of like a sign of, you know, good faith. I'm not too worried about getting ganked by her. Not saying that can't happen. But your reputation can go a long way, especially on a small server where everybody sees everyone. Like, you're more likely to run into more people, like on a game like this, than retail. Because there's also crossroad and all that, right? Whereas here, you're only going to see people from my server on Whitemane. I don't remember. See, if I kill him now, the XT9, then I'm screwed, because I think that's actually part of a quest. And he takes a long time to respawn. And again, anything in this game takes a long time, period. But yeah, it's a very, you know, blandish kind of looking area, but I like it. I like the colors, just like the sort of red sand. Reminds me of when I used to go to the beach in Prince Edward Island, Canada. So I think I'm going to do this quest, and then I'm not too sure what I'll do after that. Where will the journey take me? Still can't believe yesterday I was fighting some nasties in Ashenvale, and an orc warlock like 3 or 4 levels above me dotted me up, tried kicking my ass. And every time he tried casting an incinerate, I'd just kind of like keep running around them in circles. He killed me, but I also killed him. And then when he rezzed right in the middle of where some enemies were. Which was kind of funny, because as he ran away and he almost made it, I gave him a couple of moonfires and I killed him. That was the second time. And then after that, I just watched him go away and he never came back. And I mean, for the most part, that's usually how it works, right? People are just making their way through. They see you. They figure it's PvP, it's exciting. I tend to leave people alone. The treacherous grind to 60 is pretty nasty as is. PvP just slows it down. But I still like knowing that it's there. Like, I could never play on a normal server where there's no PvP, where the whole world is safe. What I like about retail, though, speaking of which, is you can actually do that. You can toggle it on and off, right? So if you go to Stormwind for Alliance or Orgrimmar for Horde, you can turn it back on. But at any resting area, like at an inn, you can turn it off. And then it just phases you in and out with those people. And it's pretty cool. Volcanic rock ring. So that I like doing. When I'm just roaming around, especially when I'm not well geared, I'll turn off the PvP, the world PvP. Because I get killed really bad. In bad gear. But if I don't have a choice, I'll still pick PvP. It's just, I don't know, more fun that way. At least for me. Well, we got a logger, a deforester. Don't have a lot of those dead. See, he was like casting fire and I'd run around him like that. And it kept interrupting his cast. So clearly the AI was more capable. Maybe it was a bot that was trying to kill me, I don't know. Whoops. Wrong button. Wow. That's what I meant to do. That's cost me a couple times. See, having to sneak up behind him. Do the ravage. I'm not saying it's not a good approach, but it could slow you down overall. I still have a couple of points. I almost have 3 points I haven't put in to anything yet, to be honest. Oh. There we go. See what I mean? She bowed. She probably just knows, like I said. Could have been really nasty. Because I think people appreciate that. Even like a hardcore PvPer, when they're the ones that are caught off guard, especially when they're weak, like because she was already almost like dead. I know I keep going on about that, but I like that. I like this kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun for me. Like I said, when you're out questing around in retail, you'll come across a lot of people because everybody is leveling up to the end game, to the end level. But that's usually a small zone compared to, like, you know, all of Classic's zone. Oh, operator. Oh, I do have to get operators. Okay, deforesters. Okay, I wasn't even reading. It's the operators that can have the blueprint. Oh, instead there was a battle axe. Where he was hiding that, I don't want to know. Those are what the old goblins looked like until they redesigned them, if you will, made them look nicer in Cataclysm. I used to kick the crap out of these guys in Booty Bay for Bloodsail Admiral. It was pretty wild. There we go. This will be the last logger. An operator? You'll never see it coming. Oh, I guess he did. So dramatic. How they die. Oh, that's for rogues when you're lockpicking and stuff. That's what those are on the ground. You'll get some loot. You'd think with my claws I might be able to pick it. Maybe there's some catnip inside, I don't know. Yeah, let's get the operators. I want that darn blueprint. But yeah, I really think that's probably what I'm going to do if I stick with this. One copy to remain on Classic as a Resto Druid. And the other one will move on to the Burning Crusade. But whether I stick with that or not, I don't know. Gearing was just more approachable in that game, right? That's also when arenas first came out for PvP. And that was quite fun. I think you needed like 10 wins to get your points for the week, and if you kept up with it, I mean, you would eventually gear up and get it. So that's what I would be potentially excited with, because once you're fully geared, I think there was 4 seasons in the Burning Crusade of PvP, if I'm not mistaken. S1 to S4. And then after that it was done, and there was Resilience. That's the biggest thing I actually kind of enjoyed about it. People complained about Resilience back in the Burning Crusade, but what we hate is when people are just raiding in PvE, and then they go around and they stomp the living bejesus out of people that are actually PvPing to get their gear. Yeah, that wasn't cool. So back then, if you were like in full tier armor, you would not do well. If you were fighting someone that was equally geared, but that actually had the resilience, that was basically like a PvP defense. And that's what I want to do. It's fully decked out in resilience. I think I would have a lot of fun with that. You can also fly in the Burning Crusade, only in the Burning Crusade zone, though. Like I've mentioned before, you can't fly like in this area, like the Azeroth zone. That didn't happen until Cataclysm, I think. But that's okay. Gives you a greater sense of scale, right? When you can't fly everywhere super fast. It also helps with the world PvP, keeping people grounded. Man, that thing's just not dropping. Good old RNG. After all these years, I still don't know what that means. Random numerical gunk? I don't know. You Forester. Come on, where are those operators? I think the blueprint, like I said, is to go out and kill that mech-looking goblin. Oh. You take no candle. Black Wolf River. The Charred Vale. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh, Desolus is a nasty place. Oof, that's a nasty place. Well, I mean, I say that about all the zones. They can all be nasty. Come on, where are you, operators? Yeah, they can sort of be all over the place, as you can see on the map. Well, this is a proper showcase of how long it would take you to do this quest. Just sort of gives you an idea. Can also help with deciding, you know, like, wow, that's how much XP or bar moved, and that's how long it took. you could end up thinking to yourself, ooh, this ain't for me. Me, it's for me. I just, things are different now than they were nearly 20 years ago. I don't spend as much time just sitting around at the computer. Where are those darn operators? I remember a long time ago I was supposed to go up at the top there. There was someone up there. I can't remember what for. Logger. Sometimes what ends up happening is if you get rid of the loggers, the deforesters, you could end up spawning other operators. Like it could end up rotating. There we go. I'll sneak up there. I just hope that thing doesn't come to life. Then it morphs into the Technodrome from Ninja Turtles. I've been watching some of the original 80s cartoons. That brought back a lot of memories from when I was a kid. What you be saying, man? That's how the trolls talk. Well, they do a better job than I do, but I really love trolls. Goblins? Not so much. I was gonna say, watch it be the troll that's got my book. Little goblin prick. You're worse than a gnome. Seriously? So aggressive. That's right, keel over and die. Floating in the air. I don't remember why I had to come up here before. I just know that I've been up here before. Maybe it was because there's more operators, I don't know. Oh, boy. The frustration is starting to set in. Seriously, that knocked me out of stealth. Oh, man. Like, is it... I'm gonna be 24. Actually, that's around the age I was when World of Warcraft first came out, I believe. Alright, you've got it. I know you do. Give me the blueprint. I get, make the game hard, but drop rates were so stupid back then. Like, you shouldn't have to kill something for 2 levels worth of grinding before it drops. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, boy. I know that at some point I gotta go all the way up there. That I remember. There was a quest. I think there's a guy up there you gotta kick the crap out of. And he's not all that easy to get either. Oh no. Well, to be honest with you, I'm getting a little bit frustrated. I might go and grab some breakfast there in a moment. At least this gives you, like, a nice little idea of what it was like to be in Stonetalon Mountains. How long it takes to do some of the quests. Even though I'm still waiting to finish this one. Well. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. So as always, if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It greatly helps support the channel with the algorithm and making me more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up on the internet. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll put you in a wrist lock and I'll snap it. And in the middle of the night, you wake up, you hear like a growl, and then that's what you get. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally that would be well appreciated, but if not, you know what? Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I shall see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.